out here right now. Hello everybody, enjoying my Saturday here. Guys are over there working, and of course I'm hobbying. Well, I think there's one more place because it's still holding on. And I just tell you, just look, this is what happens with a compartment like this. It's just the catch-all gets dirty, stuff gets in there, it's hard to clean, you know, where the rest of the boat's pretty clean. All right, I see them, they're right up there. At least maybe I think it's it. Must be some long ones. Unless there's some kind of block on the wall. No, it's pretty long. Yeah, some pretty long ones. Let's throw all those on the floor. Oh, there it is. It is loose. Loose. So I can set this out of the boat, and man, it's gonna be nice to clean this floor up. I'll have to really work at it to get the stains off. But I had the engine cover up right now. I'm gonna close it up so I can walk here, and get my little bungee ropes out of the way. Well, I'll close it up, and then I'm gonna set the seat out, and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with this seat. Nothing is ever wasted. And while I'm here, I want to show you something. So when this seat sticks over this cover, this is the engine cover, it's in two parts. Got this part here too, and the reason it had to be in two parts is because that seat stuck over that, see? And so you'd have to raise this cover, and then they have 4 screws in this part. So if you want to get all the way down in there, you had to remove screws, and that means that they screwed in through fiberglass again, which is potential drips and leaks. Once I do this deal, I can bond this piece up here to this, and I can raise just one big engine cover up then and eliminate all that nonsense. Yep. So here we go. My first time to see it. Oh, it's gonna be nice, boy. Oh wow, that's what I wanted. This big open space. Look at that dirty mess where that seat was at, just underneath the footprint of it, all the grime and the dirt. Wow. So I have to get all that clean, and I'm gonna have to get some resin or gel coat down in those holes and fill them, and I need to do it soon so I don't get a bunch of water in the cabin of the boat. Now this big old huge seat is made like a front and back, like you're in a diner. Yeah, like you're in a diner, Mel's Diner. And I'm gonna take this seat and this old boat over the pond that we are gonna rehab up. I'm going to utilize it. It's already a fiberglass marine seat, right? With a little cup holder and all that. I'm gonna put it over here in this boat, and I've got the cushions down there. Put the cushions on it, and that gives a weatherproof seat in our boat for people to hang out in, you know. Whoo, I'm so happy to remove that seat. So now, if you want to know what I'm going to put here, well, I got to clean all this up. Isn't that horrendous? Oh my God. Yeah. And then I've got to fill all these little screw holes. There's a whole string of them around, and up on the sidewall too, so water don't weep through them. So maybe I'll find, I think what I'll do is I'm going to run screws back in those holes to kind of seal them for right now. And then I'm going to bring power washer up here. First off, so now, what am I going to set on? Well, first of all, what I'm going to set on until I get a captain's chair in is I'm going to take one of those plastic chairs like we use at the tables here for the guests, those outdoor chairs. And you got the simple ones and you got the ones that's nice with the big arms. I'm temporarily going to put one of those chairs here and I'm going to screw it. Luckily, if I'm hopefully lucky, because that thing has a little flat foot on it, I'll drill a hole and hit these holes that are already here. But no matter what, I got to seal all these holes. So even if I have to go ahead and make a couple extra holes, or one, maybe I can get at least part of it to line up. If I had to make a few extra holes, I've got to address these holes anyway. So I'm going to put that chair and screw it in place temporary until a captain's chair comes in. Man, this boat's going to feel so wonderful. I like space. Now, this booth right here from Mel's Diner, that's what I call it. It's like a front back thing right there. I'm going to put it over in that old boat setting right there that we have out over the pond. Right there, turn it around. No, you come around. There you go. Right there, like that. And it's gonna be in there, and I'll throw the cushions on it, and I'll probably maybe even take the table that was in this boat and the little pedestal. I've got one here, and put it down and put the little table and everything, man. And so it'll actually be stuff from a real boat, and I'll put it over there. I actually will probably take one of those little, what do you call that, chamfering bits that kind of taper a hole out, and I'll probably put a chamfer bit in each one and bevel that hole out. Then I'll put thickened resin in the hole and then sand that, and then I'll touch it up with gel coat, sand that. So that's the plan. And when I put that thickened resin, I'll probably try to keep it a little bit below surface level so the gel coat can fill in at surface level, then I can sand it off and buff it smooth. So I'm gonna get busy here again and clean this mess up before Mel gets my food here, because when she brings my food here, I'm going in for the night. But it's so beautiful here right now, and I'm just enjoying the tranquility while I hear they're playing tribal music here somewhere, probably for something to do with the election. And it's pretty cool. I'm just enjoying it, man. Well, I'm out here at nighttime at the Bangka boat. A little lightning going on back in the distance here, and we hear some thunder and rumble. There goes some right there. The volcano has erupted twice here recently, just actually more than twice. So I learned Negros there, it's been active. And a lot of people getting covered in ash over there. Well, I'm out here. I built a glove box out of scrap marine plywood I had, and I had this opening here in the dash that I've had a long plan for. One, it made me some drain holes in the back of it, small where nothing major would fall out, but where it won't hold any moisture inside too. And I'm gonna get this thing put in here, and I'm gonna be happy to have that, because that's a place I can lay my cell phone, my wallet, a camera, even my drone will fit in there. You know, in the back of it you can throw a couple extra spark plugs and a wrench and all that, a screwdriver, you know, just little basics. So that's gonna be very handy to have. And I get it fit in up underneath here. It'll go in, if you see, and I'll screw it right here into the face, and that's what I'm about to do. And built that all out of the little drops that was left over once again from building this Bangka boat. When Melinda wanted me to throw all that away, I said, man, every one of these little scraps count, you know, and I really meant that. There it is, and it's nice and deep. Okay, you can see it go all the way to my elbow down in there. So that is going to be great. Little lip right here where things just can't, you know, fall out. That's also nice. Yeah. probably could have painted it first and it would have been nice, but I plan on using the boat in the morning. I want to get this together tonight. I want to have a place. Every time I say I'm going to do that and I don't get it done, so I can get in there with a little brush and cut that in, or actually I can get most of it one of those little small rollers. Well, I'll show you what we're doing here right now. This is that plastic PVC white foam board, really stiff. I mean, really stiff. This is 10 mm thick. Up in the boat, there's that bulkhead that goes all the way across one side of the boat to the other. Part of it is still good. It goes up into an area from right here coming on out. But then they got the fiberglass thin, and there's a core here and all that was bad the rest of the way. Right, and this is right in front of the fuel tank, and this is the bilge area. So this is the bilge area right here down low. This is the back of the gas tank. This is that I said I'm going to raise up the floors right here. This is where we mismarked the first time. We had to squiggle these out. This is the correct mark. This is the floor going across into that aft berth. And this is where I said I was going to raise it up 3 inches. The foam's 3 inches thick anyway, and that would give 3 inches more of depth, a bigger bulkhead, if the back of the boat was to get swamped in any way, and it not be able to swamp the front. Plus, all of this area right here is foam core down in the boat. This is all foam core over in here, and all, you know, all up and in the back, each side of the engine's big foam core, so it can't swamp very much. But just a little extra safety right there while I'm doing it and building it back better, you know. So I'm about to jigsaw this out. We got up in there, and of course we had correct measurements. That's why we did it more than once, and I got a lot of squiggles and lines here. That was our template for drawing out, and then I cut this out on this cardboard carton right here, and I cut out a pattern for this area. You don't have to change nothing just because I pick up the camera.
No, I thought you were going to film or something.
I don't want to say anything that might incriminate myself.
Alright, probably going to have to hurry up and put up my tools because I see rain coming. I was wanting to router this edge now that I doubled this up. So this area here is from this spot goes down into that bilge area here. And this area goes into that aft berth. And it's going to be freestanding. Of course, I'm going to fiberglass over it. So I decided to laminate and double that. And I'm going to take my sander and sand it all down smooth. And get that across. Because from right here to there is where it goes there at that aft berth. And there'll be a mattress right against this anyway right here. So once I sand this down even right here, hit it with the sander, then I brought my router. And I'm going to cut a radius along this because that edge will be exposed, and I need to bend glass over it, and it doesn't like to go anything around square, so I need to put a radius from both directions on it. There's no steps going down in there right now because we got to get this built in before we can do steps in. I just go straight back with it, start with, Cap, just right up towards the bow up there. We're just going to kind of set it down here. I can't set it in this one slot yet, Cap, because I've got to clean it out over there more. I'm just looking for any rough ends we got to do. Whew, I'm tired. So I got the new piece made right here. I got just a little adjusting to do. I got to get it down about a 1/2 inch right there. Might have a little trimming I need to do there somewhere. Or I might just need to tap it a little bit more aggressively. I'm gonna go outside and get a wood block. So I'm here continuing to put on this dense foam core board, PVC across here that I'm gonna fiberglass in. I cut this back core out here. Getting that in right now. and I'll glass all that in. And then I got a side piece to put right here. So I'm just getting it all fitted, and I had a piece right there that was 4 foot long, and it's going to be like 1.5 inches short. And being that this is just tabbed in, I'm just going to put a filler right there because it's getting glassed over anyway. So I'll just cut a scrap of it, make a little pointed filler there once I get this all knocked over in place, and then that'll be fine. I think it's going to pour down again today like it did yesterday. Need to tie my screen back up. I might have to take it down here soon. I think the winds are just going to blow all the time and keep ripping it loose. Down here, I'm continuing to cut all this foam board. Don't that look good, man? Coming all together. Got the side piece in down here. It's just sitting there right now. There's a little hollow void in here that this piece of wood's going to go into. And then I'm going to screw it all down. I just brought me some screws out here and the screw gun, and getting all prepared for that. Yesterday I used just a little bit of adhesive, spray adhesive, to bond these two pieces here together. But what I didn't realize when I did it was that there was clear plastic on one side of this, maybe on both sides of it. And so all I bonded it to was the clear plastic, goofy me. And so I'll need to, it was actually on that piece. So I have to rebond that. And there's another core right here as well for mounting a pump on top of. And this is just extra resin that looks like it's been spilled. I ran across it over here the same way right here in this channel where it's supposed to drain. They had left just big old blobs of resin that I could literally just pop it out. Let's see. Yep, look at there. Told you. Look at that. When they built this, they did it over here too. I thought, man, did the bottom of the boat get patched right there? It was a big old massive glob, bigger than this one. And I said, well, we're going to find out. In fact, you can see where it was right here. There's the edges of it. See? Man, it filled up all across there. And I thought, man, did they put some kind of patch in the boat? Did this thing get busted in the bottom before? I said, well, we're going to find out. Because it felt loose and I popped it up just like I popped this one up. And no, it was all in good shape underneath there. They were just sloppy and left resin. And there's more of it right here if I can find a place to get in it. Yeah, maybe from right there. Yep, here we go. Look at there. Look at there. Look at that. That is probably from the factory. They just spilled in globs of stuff doing something in here. Globs of the resin, you know. Look at that. And there's more crap out of the boat, step by step. There was really poor quality control over this. And I tell you what else they messed up right here. Let's see if I can get over here and show it to you. I'm messing up my template right now, but try to get somewhere here. So this is a drain right here, and it goes into this bilge, and they humped it up right here, and right there it's humped up. They messed up. They didn't do it so bad over there, but they did here, and I'm gonna have to grind that out, reshape it. And the water can't drain on down into the bilge. It hits a dam right here, and it'll hold water right in this area. I found two places in the back of the boat, in the engine bay too, in the bilge back there. They did the same thing, and it left water trapped in front of where the bilge pump could pick it up. So I already corrected that when I did some motor work back there before. But you know, you would just suspect, especially a company like Sea Ray, a little bit better quality than that. Yeah, that is something else. Well, here's my template. I'm gonna hurry out here and show you how to make it rain, because I'm gonna try to hurry out there and cut that piece to go on the floor here. And it means that pretty much I can guarantee I'll make it rain. Wow, I'm getting climbed out of here every time. What a mess, what a mess. I think it's time to dump my trash can here. It's all part of the job. my captain's chair has came into the port here in the Philippines, and it's been at customs for like 6 days now. And the company I ordered it from, I asked them just to check on it if they would, but it's been closed for the weekend, so maybe I'll hear from them tomorrow. Yeah, buddy, it is a wall of rain right over there. That is, you should be able to see an island right there. You can't, because that's a wall of rain. Man, it is pouring down now. So I took this little bulkhead piece back out. I marked where this plywood goes in over the top of this fuel tank, because there's an aluminum bracket here that this has to set on. I have to get those screws in first, because I won't be able to get in from the tank side right there down underneath here with any kind of screw gun or screwdriver to get that. So it needs to be on first. Now, probably when they built the boat, they put it all before they slid the gas tank in. So I got that done. The screws are perfect length like they would have been even before. Ooh, you hear that? So none of them poke through the other side. It's pouring down rain as I knew it would be. It is just pouring down out there right now. And good old stormy weather. So I got that. Just going to keep on moving forward with something else and something else and something else until I run out of something else, and then there'll probably be a new something else. This is really important to me to do this. It really is. And I'm trying to time all this to have it all done about the time we finish our building projects here, which are coming closer and closer. And so over the next few months, I don't mean I'm not going to use the boat at all over the next few months, but over the next few months I want to close the chapter on building, and it just be, you know, maintenance and other little projects, stuff going on around here, and actually some more exploring and going up into the city and showing you things and places and other cities and all that. So there'll always be a lot of content, but right now I'm trying to rehab this old boat to have something affordable, not the prices of these new boats plus import fees, that I can enjoy out here on these waters. Choppy seas out here right now. White capping all right there ahead of me. But I've been taking the boat out for a few test runs even in these choppy waters, and it seems to be doing really good. We're gonna make a little turn here. Yeah, it seems to be doing good. I was hoping this wind would lay right in the evening, but it's kept up pretty good. Built me a glove box down in here. I don't have nothing in it right now. Built me a deal here and mount my phone right up here, but I need to cut that and put a rubber cap over it, because if I was to hit my head on that, it'd be dangerous. Yeah, I was really hoping the water would lay out, so I'm going with the waves right now, and not smoother, but boy, it's choppy going back into them. maybe don't know how big of rollers I'm riding with here. Beautiful evening out here. Nice little speedboat right here. Head up. Choppy water. Woo. Yeah, I just been coastal cruising in here. The wind's up pretty good, and some pretty good waves. I stay near the coastline. It's not near as rough.